Shalom, I'm Pastor Mark Biltz of El Shaddai Ministries, and I am so excited about how people will respond to my new book, Decoding the Prophet Jeremiah. The prophetic warnings that Jeremiah speaks to his generation are echoing loudly in the ears of all those who have ears to hear in our day as well. It is a time of total chaos, politically, religiously, militarily, which is even seen in the very structure of this book. In the book of Jeremiah, the chapters aren't in chronological order, but it's as if they've been all cut up, thrown into the air, and however they landed was the order they put it back together in. So I carefully placed the chapters back in the chronological order that they should be read in. We find throughout history that God teaches His people through repeating patterns, and the book of Jeremiah is no exception. The political leaders are pandering to the voices of the people. There are false prophets leading the people astray, and the religious leaders are more concerned about keeping their position than listening to God. God's people are serving Him mainly through tradition and under pretense, preferring to listen to the false prophets who are speaking words of a coming false peace. We will look at the historical backdrop of what led to these coming judgments and the wild twists and turns involved. We're going to see how the prophet Isaiah's daughter married Hezekiah, and as a single mother, she raises a monster known as Manasseh, one of the most wicked kings in history, who actually kills his grandpa Isaiah by sawing him in half. We bring in the words of the other prophets of the day and their prophetic words as well. We bring in the books of Ezekiel and Daniel and how the events overlap during Jeremiah's day, such as when King Jehoiakim threw 3 leaves of the word of the Lord into the fire in Jerusalem. We see it was at the same year that Nebuchadnezzar threw the 3 Hebrew children into the fire as well. And just as the word of the Lord was thrown into the fire in Jerusalem, we see the word of the Lord now appears in the fires of Babylon to save them. I also include timeline charts in the book to help piece everything together. We'll go over Jeremiah's book of Lamentations as well, which is all about order in the midst of chaos that is only seen from the Hebrew, as every chapter in Lamentations is actually an acrostic of the Hebrew alphabet. Be a part of this amazing journey as we read about a 23-year-old prophet who's not afraid to speak truth to power, even as he stands completely alone with everyone out to kill him, his family, his fellow priests, his neighbors, the princes, the kings. And then God even commands him never to get married. This man is all alone. He is one man standing against the powers that be, being God's point man to the people, proclaiming God's heartbreak over the coming judgments, which could be avoided if His people will only repent. Help spread the word so many discover God's heart for His people in this generation by decoding the prophet Jeremiah.